guys, it's Orsi and this is going to be my first impression of a deck that I got recently. It was gifted to me, and this is the... oh, I should have checked the English name for it because this is the Hungarian one. It's a Los Scarabeo deck. This is the box, and it's an art style. Nouveau, because it's really different. In Hungarian, it's Szecessziós tarot. Yes, you can even say it in Hungarian. Nouveau, so the art style. Usual Los Scarabeo, guidebook. Unfortunately, this copy has minor issues. For some reason, the back got chewed up at some point, but it came like this. Whoever gifted it to me told me that, but since it has those big four titles and borders, if I would be keeping it, which I don't think I will, to be honest, but if I will gift it to someone, they can just cut it off because the titles are gonna be off, but I think the cards are obvious. Like this is the Fool, you can recognize the Fool, the Magician from the tools. Not every card is that obviously illustrated, but with those are with the minors mostly, but with them you have the suit in the right corner, which I kind of don't like, but it's useful, so you will know that this is the Seven of Cups, which it's one of the cards that it doesn't make sense to me really, because why is it the Seven of Cups? Even though you can, okay, maybe I can see the procrastination in it. A few cards that I liked or didn't like. Overall, I like the flowy textures, the style, I like that, and I think it's watercolor, it looks watercolor, which is always a good thing. The Death card, which I would say it's... okay, the blue skin reminds me of, Hindu symbology or Hindu mythology, but Shiva, I don't think Shiva is the blue one, is it? Kali? I never know, I'm so sorry. I just know that they go hand in hand like husband and wife, and Shiva is the destroyer, so I would say Shiva, but I think Kali is the one with the blue like skin. Maybe not, please do let me know. I know I'm ignorant. But I kind of like the idea, with the mask, and there's a beautiful woman behind that scary mask. So I kind of like that for that. We have a Jokerish looking devil, which is interesting. I wasn't really expecting it, or an evil magician or something like that, but I kind of get that, the devil is never sleeping, half of its eyes always open reference, which I think is cool. I think this one is a very interesting devil illustration. I like the sun because the sun has a man with a child, even though, okay, there's the moon and a woman in it. Let's say it's not under, it's just in the forefront. But I kind of like the idea of a man, a father, or just, a brother or whatever, a man being, because it's a very masculine planet. So anyway, I know people don't really like these categories these days, but for me it still makes sense. I don't think it's, gender related. It's a masculine energy, but I just like when, fathers are represented as a positive thing, because it's very easy to say that there's a lot of issue with a lot of fathers. It is true, but there are some who are good, and it's nice to focus on something happy every once in a while. And then there's a few cards that are good in the minors, which I really enjoyed. The Five of Cups being one of them. It's a very simple concept, the broken cup or vase or whatever this is at the feet of the lady, but it's a simple but meaningful one. It's already lost, it's already gone, yet you cannot stop looking at it, and all you have to do is pick up the pieces, clean up, and move forward. This was a very interesting one. I don't think that I've ever seen the Ace of Swords as anything but that moment that you, when you're recognizing something that is happening, for seeing things that is actually happening. And now here we can see, like, I would say this is the moon, but it's too low. There's a floating figure here, and this big one could be the night itself. So maybe you're getting inspiration or those aha moments in your dream. I don't know, but it's a very interesting one. Things like these I didn't really like because this is the three of cups, and we have two figures. I just need three figures on the Three of Cups. Usual. Here we have the big, strong king with a very obedient young wife or just lady or girl next to it. I don't know. I don't like that. I think we're moved past that, or we should. Another thing, I was just thinking about, the nipple situation here. Oh, I forgot to say, yeah, warning nudity, sorry about that. But I always think, like, nipples are sensitive things, so if you, like, put some ribbony, whatever, clothing through them, you're gonna be very much, like, not in a comfortable position, or maybe it's just me, but I don't know. I find these type of clothing. Yeah, I know it looks beautiful in art, but in practicality, it's ridiculous. And yeah, no, you need to wear something to be this exposed. I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable, but maybe it's just me. Another king which I don't like, especially with this one. Like, the girl seems kind of like the whole situation is like, what is happening? Two of Pentacles on the other one, that doesn't really reflect the meaning, so I wouldn't say that this deck is good for a beginner for sure. This is good if you enjoy the art style, because I think it's beautifully painted. I like the watercolor, obviously. If you know me, you know me. And it's not as bad because the minors are clearly labeled, so even if you want to remove the, like the top and the bottom, you can still know which card is what. But yeah, some cards just, like, it's pretty, but it doesn't really have a lot connected to the meaning. And this one is like, is he breaking the guy's back? So that was kind of like the strength. For the strength, it's kind of violent, because I don't think you're that flexible. It kind of looks like a murder, if you ask me, which is not the way I look at the strength card. But it's not a bad deck. It's just, I think it's very specific. But yeah, I don't think I will keep it for the things that I've seen, but I might give it a chance and, work with it, because there are interesting cards in it, and I haven't seen it. I know I looked into Art Nouveau decks, but I think that was mostly the Taro Muka. I don't know how you say that. That's the one that is a summary deck that I still want to get, and the Golden Art Nouveau, which I have the majors of, which I really like. So I haven't seen this one, so I thought I'd share. But if you have it, if you work with it, please do let me know. Are you bothered by things? I kind of like the snake here as well. Does it work for you? If it's not, why not? All the jazz. But yeah, see you in the next one, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.